Howdy, welcome to Rowdy Hoops, the place for all of your UTSA basketball news, updates, and recaps. I'm your host, Logan Martinez, and on today's episode, we're going to be previewing UTSA's home game against East Carolina University Wednesday at the Convocation Center. Now, the Roadrunners are coming off a crushing defeat against Tulsa University this past Sunday, in which the Roadrunners did execute offensively, but were unable to contain Tulsa's guards and front court. The Roadrunners shot nearly 50% from the field and from the three-point line, which was a record in their season and a season high for the team. However, again, defense held the team back, and turnovers eliminated any hope of the team gaining a much-needed victory. Moving on, the Roadrunners look to bounce back against the Pirates this Wednesday. The Pirates have been pretty bad nearly all season. They're just above UTSA in the American Conference rankings, and they are one spot out of the American Conference tournament. There's a lot of keys to the game for UTSA this upcoming Wednesday. I believe that UTSA is very much poised for a comeback, and the Roadrunners should have no problem washing away the Pirates on Wednesday. There are three keys to the game that I believe UTSA will need to handle in order to win the game: points in the paint, rebounding, and the turnover battle. As far as points in the paint, UTSA has found themselves within ball games close every season when they average more points in the paint than three-pointers attempted. We have tremendous drivers of the basketball. Senior guard Jameer Simpson has been stellar for UTSA this far. He's an incredible left-handed player, a great shooter of the basketball, but a great driver of the basketball, can finish with either hand at the rim, can draw in defenders, and create open shots for his teammates. Sophomore walk-on Babakar Jai has also been an incredible bright spot for the Roadrunners this season. The guard has averaged nearly 20 points per game in his last 5 games and is an incredible driver of the basketball. Speaking to him, he has told me that his game is more predicated on driving to the basket, and it clearly shows in games. The sophomore has done wonders for this team, and even though there have been a lot of ups and downs, he has been one of the few bright spots for the team so far this season. I think UTSA is going to need their guards to get downhill early. ECU is not a team that is a very well-defending team, and if you can get them on their heels, get them second-thinking shots, you can get free-flowing offense, and you can get incredible looks at the basket and at the three-point line. Getting downhill will activate UTSA's half-court offense, which has been a struggle this season. Oftentimes, players on the Roadrunners team have coasted along the three-point line and not really attempted to get to the basket and open up the floor. However, driving against this Pirates team, I believe, will do wonders for the half-court offense, help get teammates open, help get them open shots, and help make offense a lot easier in the half-court. The second key to the game is going to be rebounding. In every loss this season, UTSA has clearly lost the rebounding battle. UTSA far too often gives up offensive rebounds to teams, giving up second-chance points, and allowing deficits to grow larger than they need to be. The Roadrunners will need to attack the boards this Wednesday if they are to walk out of the Convocation Center with a win. Players will need to block out, find a man, and make sure they are not fouling on rebounds to put Pirates at the free throw line. The last thing the Roadrunners will need to do is win the turnover battle. Now, ECU and UTSA have a near identical turnover margin. ECU averages about 11.9 turnovers a game, and UTSA averages about 12.3 turnovers a game. UTSA will need to limit their turnovers and lower that number tremendously if they are to leave with a win. Both teams are coming in on losing streaks. ECU's losing streak is about 5 games right now, and UTSA's losing streak is about 2. UTSA will also need to focus heavily on ECU's Jordan Riley. The guard averages 23 points per game for the Pirates and is their head and shoulders above any Pirate on the team so far. The guard can get to the basket, but loves to stop short and pull up for the mid-range or the three. He's an expert free throw shooter and a tremendous initiator of the offense. It is likely that senior guard LJ Brown will be placed on him, or freshman guard Dorian Hayes defensively, and they will need to hound him for a majority of the game. Riley needs to score under 20 points per game if the Roadrunners are to win this game. On the offensive side of the ball, like I said, Jameer Simpson has been stellar for the Roadrunners all season long. He's averaging about 15.8 points per game, and although he was held to a very low shooting percentage in these past 2 games and a very low single-digit scoring margin, it's hard to believe that the guard will once again score in single digits. I believe that he's going to have a great bounce-back game. I believe he's determined, he's hungry to prove himself after being held, to a fairly low number of scoring, a number he's not used to being held in scoring. So I believe he will come out try to get the ball early, demand the ball early, and help create for others in the process. Like I said before, Bob Jai has also been spectacular as of late for the Roadrunners. He's been an incredible offensive force on the defensive and offensive end for the team. He plays tremendous basketball, and I believe he can be a great running mate to Jameer Simpson in the route to a victory. Freshman Dorian Hayes last week against Tulsa also had one of his best performing games of the season. The true freshman scored nearly 20 points in the loss, which may seem minuscule in the big picture, but it does wonders for his confidence, and I believe that confidence will carry over to Wednesday's game against ECU. I believe the team will look poised and hungry to get a win, and even though the team has been eliminated from the tournament, I believe they will still be hungry. I believe there's a lot more left to gain within the season. There's a lot left to prove with the players and the coach. And I believe the team will come out very hungry on Wednesday. And I believe the game will be a very high scoring game, but I believe UTSA will get at the edge 72-68. And that is all we have for today on Rowdy Hoops. Make sure to check out the game, UTSA versus ECU, Wednesday at 7 at the Convocation Center. Students get in for free, and we would like to pack out the Convocation Center and help support the team. And that'll be all for today's episode, and we'll see you on the next edition of Rowdy Hoops. Thank you.